Hey everybody, I'm going to be hosting Daily Show this week, but until then, enjoy this show from Hilarities.
It's Josh Johnson in 3D!
Ooh, I'm in 3D. Good popcorn.
I've traveled around a little bit of Cleveland this weekend, and it is funny how you get picked up in an Uber, right? Because I didn't rent a car, I don't drive or anything, and so I got an Uber. And when they get there, you hop in the car, and I guess Uber doesn't tell the driver where they're going till they pick you up. So I guess that stops people from canceling. And so I get in the car, and then Uber shows where we're going, and my Uber driver's like, "Ooh. Do you know where you going?" And I was like, "No, I've actually never been there before." They were like, "Oh, are you sure you want to go?" And then as we drive over, I could tell oh, okay, there isn't as much going on in this area, a lot of boarded up former businesses. But then they were like, "Do you know who you meeting here?" Or I was like, "No, I'm actually meeting them for the first time." And they were like, "Are you sure you want to do that? Whatever this is, I'm not trying to get in your business, but I don't know, I just don't want to be the last person to have seen you." And I was like, "I think it's fine. It's it's a studio that's in a warehouse area." And they were like, "Oh, okay. So you've seen pictures of what the inside looked like and what the outside looked like? Because..." I was like, "Yeah, they sent pictures. It looks good and everything." "Okay, all right. When I let you out of this car, I just want to make sure you're safe, I don't need people coming up asking me questions later. I just go where the app says to go. Plenty of beautiful places around Cleveland I could have taken you, but you wanted to come here." So. And I don't know, maybe it's just because of some of the things that I've seen. I don't necessarily always know when I'm in danger. I've been to a party or two in a place where, the area itself was a little dangerous. And there was one time everybody thought I was being tough. I wasn't being tough at all. I just genuinely didn't know what was happening. I was at a party, and there were some gunshots, and a couple people ran, and I just kept eating. I just kept eating my chips. And it wasn't because I'm some cold, like ice in my veins type gangster. I just didn't really hear it like that. There was a pop and a pop and a pop, and then I was over here yummy. Looked around, and some of the people were gone. I didn't know until later that it was gunshots, and then I was ready to pass out. They were like, "Yeah, no, there was a shooting down the block," and I was like, "A shooting?" So I saw the White House Correspondents dinner last night. I saw a guy that, they had heard the bangs and people started running and getting on the tables, and there was that one man, I don't know who it was, that old man was over there. And I was like, "Oh, I know that look." Some people think, "No, he just probably that cold, he doesn't care." And it's no, he may have taken out his hearing aid, that man here, they might be fully out. We don't know. Yeah, so in case you didn't see it. I say it, we don't even know what it was yet. Like, there's a lot that still needs to be figured out. This is very confusing. You know, because you watching from afar and a lot of peculiar things happen. The first thing that happened was Caroline Levitt trying to get everybody to tune in, and she's like, there will be shots fired, you know, they're gonna have a great time. And I know that that's a euphemism. Like, I know that I wasn't taking her literally, you know. But then it happens, you know, it's like there's all types of phrases like that, especially in comedy. You know, if you had a really good show, people be like, you killed. Hopefully not. Actually. You know, but if you doing a show, somebody's laughing real hard, they can barely catch their breath, and then they have a heart attack, you did kill. Like, you, not in the way you wanted. I'm sure today Caroline Levitt's like, that was a poor choice of words. Oh, somebody apparently ran up in there trying to get to the administration, firing off shots and everything. And the crazy thing about when you are watching the Correspondents dinner and you see people not reacting to the bangs. It was interesting to me because I was like, okay, one of two things has happened. Is genuinely just too loud in there and y'all think some plates fell? Or y'all aren't around guns the way you act like you are? Because how does no one in this room recognize a gunshot? That was crazy. And then you see people like not reacting right away. Like some people were like, huh, what was that? Which is a very, I don't know. It's a very, what's the word for it? It's weird, it's extra weird because of how they grabbed everybody. You know, you quickly find out how important you are. From who they grab when. If I was at the White House Correspondents dinner, I would have been so offended just watching everybody run up past me, not warn me. They didn't yell for everybody to get down right away. They just quietly. People were getting ushered out, and you had people next to them like, I wonder what that's about. Probably some official business. No, that was wild. They ran up and grabbed J.D. Vance and got him up. And like actually, you know, because the Secret Service is supposed to move you where you need to be safe. So when they grabbed J.D., they really grabbed that man and picked him up and moved him around. And you hear J.D. go, oh, okay, all right. All right. And here's what was wild to me. They grabbed J.D. first. What? They grabbed JD, but I know Trump was sitting there like, I know they didn't just. That is wild that they grabbed JD first. They grabbed JD first, and then they came for Trump. Like, in my opinion, way too late. If it's your job to protect the president, you really let him air out for a second. Like, you're supposed to be in there quick. They went and grabbed JD, and I was over here, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. What are you doing? And then they finally come and get Trump. And man, this one of the most overworked Secret Services in the history of the presidency. This is wild. Like, not since Reagan has the Secret Service had to make sure they... Every day, Secret Service gotta have on comfortable shoes. They have no idea where they gonna have to jump, who they gonna have to pull or anything, which I know is part of the job. Technically, that's part of the job at all times, right? Like every president, since the beginning of the presidency, especially after the Civil War, has received threats and, like we have to make sure the president is protected and everything. And this is the first time, though, I'm not gonna lie, where we have a president who actually talk like he got Secret Service. Like everywhere he goes, he's like, say something, do it, I don't care. Trump talked like I would talk if I had Secret Service. Like, I bet you won't do nothing though. How about it? Nah, show me. I want to see you do something. Go ahead. Get him, Derek. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, because look, Secret Service job is tough. It's always been tough. But at least with Biden, the most you had to really worry about was the ground. No, you know what I'm talking about. I know Secret Service all around that White House like, he taking steps again. He taking steps. Somebody get over there. Eagle is taking the first step down. Watch him, get under him, underneath him. Because Secret Service was embarrassed. They had to have been embarrassed when Biden fell off that bike right in front of him, right next to him. They didn't even throw a hand out to catch him. You could have caught him. You were standing right there, Biden's over that bike. And you saw how he fell. He fell like he fell out of the sky. And now, you supposed to be Secret Service over here, not even catching him, throwing a leg out. You should have been on the ground already to catch him. That's the president. But this president hitting different. This president stressing Secret Service out every day. He's talking to whole countries like it's a bar fight. Like, like, look, what was that, Iran? What was that? I bet you won't do anything about it, though. No, we taking everybody out tonight. Come and get me. And now, Secret Service over here, sir, please. Trump, when it comes to talking, got the most my boyfriend knows karate vibe I've ever. No, y'all seen that. No, you seen a woman get into an argument with a man at a bar and be like, and my boyfriend a cop, he gonna beat you up. And now you the boyfriend, you come out of the bathroom, don't even know you walking into a dangerous situation. You just washed your hands too, hands slippery and everything. You're not even ready to grab back and forth with somebody, start tussling. This is a horrible situation. Secret Service stressed out, and they out. Look, this is outside looking in. I don't even know how to fight. I don't know how to protect. I don't know how to be Secret Service. These are just my notes as someone who's been watching their work from afar. As a citizen. We really got to decide. Secret Service has to decide amongst themselves when you gonna tackle him and when you gonna let him up. Because in Pennsylvania, they all rushed him, but then they let him pop his head up. I was like, what are you doing? And then, at the White House Correspondents, they finally run over there. Not fast enough. They finally get over there, and then they grab him, pick him, come on, sir. And then they all seem to fall together. And I was like, I don't know if this one is a maneuver. I feel like they tripped him by accident by not working together. And Trump big, it's gonna take him a second to get up. You can't just pull that man up the way you pulled JD up from that chair. You're gonna hurt your back trying to pull the president up. Now you got a torn meniscus, you got all sorts of issues trying to pull the president up to safety. Meanwhile, they just let him stand there too. So then they finally pulled him off stage and everything, and then you can see this Secret Service, I don't know where they went. I don't know if they went to go get some other people. Sir, stay right here. I don't know what they did. All I know is that there are pictures of Trump. You know, like when you in the school play and you got one line? You got one line, and because the stage manager has to be somebody's mom, because we don't fund schools or anything, so the stage manager got to be somebody's mom, and they on the other side of the stage, and they tell you, look, when they say this line, you got to walk out, all right? You got to walk out and say your line. This is all you have to do. It's all you have to focus on. And now you, 6 years old, standing there. They had Trump standing off stage like like he was about to perform in a Christmas play. Just like he was about to walk out there and be like, "Hark, an angel." This whole thing was so insane. Had that music playing. The music was playing for way too long after the shooting started. Old 1920s flapper music. Look, there's no appropriate music for a shooting. There isn't. But I will say, because most of the shootings that I have heard of have had hip hop playing, it just like feels like the shooting could be on beat or something. This was just like, hello, my baby. Pow! Hello, my darling. Boom! There is no good music for it. I'm just saying, like, at first I thought it was a live band. I don't think it was a live band. I don't think a band would be like, we're almost done. I would love that though, if like it's right before the sax about to get his solo, he's like, And they had security camera footage. They've released some security camera footage of the shooter trying to get in to the room and everything, and this has to be some of the grainiest footage I've ever seen in my entire... It doesn't even look like it's from now. This looks like some Back to the Future footage or something. I didn't even know they still made cameras like this. He looked like Bigfoot and a UFO at the same time. This is some of the worst footage I've ever seen. For the year that we're in, like this isn't even as good as like 90s footage. Like I grew up with better CCTV than this. It's just extra grainy. Not even 1080p, not even 80p. They had 2 pixels they put together to make this image. This is one of the saddest videos I've seen in a long time. Because you can basically make out what's happening the way that you could make out what was happening in like Madden 93. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that little block is my quarterback. And This was, I would have been embarrassed to release this, to be like, yeah, we security, we got it locked down here. We went ahead and got cameras from 1894, and we have metal detectors. We have some of the first metal detectors ever invented. That's vintage. This was crazy, because basically you see the shooter in the distance at the very edge of the hall. And then Secret Service is all over here, where the view of the camera really sits, like center view, and then you have Secret Service sort of peppered all around that, right? And then the shooter runs past them. And I gotta be honest, I never thought of that. I never thought of... Do you know what I mean? Like, I never thought maybe all you had to do was show a little effort and you could get right past Secret Service. Okay, a good example. So I wrote at the Tonight Show when Obama made one of his last appearances as president. It was very cool. It was really, really cool. And they told us, they warned us ahead of time in emails the week before and the day of, hey, Secret Service is gonna be in the building. I know there's ways that you have of getting to your offices or getting to different spaces that you work in, but if Secret Service directs you to a different spot, just follow their instructions. It doesn't matter if you always use this stairwell. If they say not to use this stairwell, don't use this stairwell, right? And I'm not gonna lie, as someone who was new to all this. This is my first TV writing job and everything. It was my first time being around people like this as well. Some of these guests and people like the president and everything. And so I would have loved, like an autograph or something, or just to have a moment to say hi and something like that. But I saw Secret Service all day, whole day. I'm seeing Secret Service in different spots. A couple people, I don't even know if they were Secret Service, but they were just tall in suits, and I was like, he probably Secret Service too, probably a little bit on. I went to the concourse and got a salad. I was like, they probably Secret Service. I can tell from the haircut. But it never occurred to me, even when Obama came and did rehearsal and everything, and then was doing the show. It just never occurred to me that I could have, had a conversation with Obama if I had just believed enough. If I had just. Secret Service doesn't care about Trump at all, because the fact that they just let a dude get past because he was putting knees to chest. Just put a little bit of effort into his dash, and they were like, well, he must need to be somewhere. Like, Secret Service let him run right. You saw even as grainy as his footage is, you saw Secret Service go, who was that? Secret Service over here just looking as he passed by like, maybe he's late for something, I don't know. That guy was sure in a hurry. And then after letting him slip by, Secret Service then opens fire on him. He fires back and everything, but he's still advancing towards the door. That's wild to me. That's why that all you do. Even look, I can't fully make it out, so I don't know if I'm right about this. But he was running so fast. He was running so fast that after the shooting, the dinner, everything, in Trump's public statement, Trump was like, he was fast. Oh, he was quick. The footage is not good. It's very grainy. But the way he was running, it just looked so much like anime to me. Like, the way this dude was over here. But fast, but forward. How you mix Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, and Dragon Ball Z all in one run? Because he over here as quick as... zooming. Oh, I hate it for Secret Service too, because I've been in situations where I was like, ooh, I'm about to get fired. I know I'm about to get fired after this one. Oh, this dude ran past Secret Service. I'll never get over how funny that is. You Secret Service, you armed. You could push anybody. Like if you needed to create, you could Heisman anybody for the sake of the president. Get out of the way, move, make some room, clear a path, right? And there's someone there to do harm to the president and the administration, and you can't even throw a foot out. You can't even. And no one even tried to like. I didn't see any motion, no clothesline, like. Footage bad, security loose. It's devastating. Do you know how embarrassing this is? As a nation, other countries are watching our news, being like, "Oh, it's that easy?" And then you know the shooting started, and people actually realized what was happening. This is serious. This is real, you know. And a couple people got grabbed by Secret Service and cleared out and everything. And then there were some people that were just sitting there, and there were a few people that okay. One thing that happened in Butler was that when Secret Service like all gathered over the president, and then he popped up and was throwing up his fist, you know, he was like, fight, fight, and then people started chanting, USA, 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 right? And in this situation, that night, at the Correspondents dinner, there were also people that during the shooting were like, USA, 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 but it wasn't a lot of them. It was like 4 people that were like, USA. You need everyone with you if you're gonna chant. This is a very sad chant. Like, people are over here, USA, come on y'all, USA. Do y'all not know it? USA. It's self-explanatory. USA, with me now, USA. And not only was it just those 4 people, the other people that were like trying to listen to what Secret Service was saying, everything, just turned them like, shh. Shh. Oh, it's hard to know when to start a chant. It is. A chant is like a collective group mind. It's like it's a thing that springs up out of you through the spirit of a social situation. You know, a chant is almost exactly like a slow clap. I don't know if you've ever been around somebody tried to start a clap. I had this job one time where our district manager came and told us that we had a record number. Like our district had, in our stores, had an unprecedented record number. And then, okay, Keith was behind me, and Keith was like a little overeager. He was one of those people that anytime the boss's boss showed up, he even tried to like get some FaceTime over the boss. Like his boss would literally be right there, but he tried to brown nose in front of his boss to the bigger boss, right? And so he was one of those people always so happy to see the district manager and everything. And so the district manager says, we as an entire set of stores in this district have experienced an unprecedented record number. And then Keith went. And the district manager hadn't finished her sentence yet. The district manager was like, we have experienced an unprecedented record number of theft in our stores. And now Keith over here. It's hard to know when to start a slow clap. Just like it's hard when to know to start a chant. You know? When I was in high school, I went to a basketball game, and there was one player. He was pretty good. He was very tall, and so he was one of the only players on the team who would actually try to dunk. And the game was tight. There was 2 seconds left. Just enough time from the timeout to pass and shoot. Now, this dude had a chantable name. His name, or at least the name he went by when he was playing, was Maze. Because he was over here always darting around everybody. And so Maze stuck, and so they start the clock, pass the ball to Maze, one of those fast push passes almost across the court. And Maze, instead of shooting, dribbles once and then jumps, Jordan style, in the air to dunk this ball, right? Jumps for long, too. This was actually genuinely very impressive. Jump from very far, clock is still going, but he ready to dunk this ball. And you could drop a pin. Everybody was holding their breath. This was to get into the playoffs. Mays had the ball, and he's about to dunk, and he's getting closer every second. He jumped off, about to dunk this ball, and so you could forgive me for believing. Midair, he was midair, and I was like, Mays, 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 and then he dunked, and he slapped the rim and missed. I was like, Mays, Mo! I didn't say anything. It's hard to know when to start a chant. And usually, a USA chant is like a good bet. Because we'll chant USA over anything. I've watched people chant USA. One time, this dude in New York got pulled up off the tracks by a bunch of other, random people that were on their commute, and people just started chanting USA. And I guess in one sense, the sentiment is beautiful, but also, we're in Brooklyn. Wouldn't you just chant the borough you're in? Maybe the neighborhood? People would be chanting USA during a fireworks show. And that makes sense, 4th of July. USA, USA. But one time, I was watching a football game where somebody started a USA chant. And I was like, but aren't both teams? That just feels like somebody who's having such a good time in America that they're like, yeah, USA just cause, USA just cause. That should actually be the chant. Unless you really have a reason to chant, unless you're at the Olympics and we win gold and you want to chant USA, that makes sense. But if you're in the USA and everyone involved is from the USA, maybe just chant USA just cause, USA just cause. Mixes it up a little bit. My buddy, so his girlfriend actually broke up with him over this. They have a kid together, right? And there was a a night that they were all having dinner. So, got the baby in the high chair and got them sitting across from each other. And then he notices that on the stove, something has caught fire, right? And it's going up fast, And so out of instinct, this is just, it clicked, right? Don't know where it comes from. This is just your most honest reaction. He sees the fire and he immediately pops up. Like knocks the chair back, popping up so fast, grabs the baby, runs out of the door, and slams the door behind him. The issue is that he didn't even say fire. He did just run out with the baby and slammed the door, and she had to be like, what's going on? And then she put out the fire. She put out the fire and then came outside where he was standing, consoling the baby. And she came out and she was like, what was that just now? And he was like, I'm sorry, I just immediately sprung into action. And she was like, you couldn't have said fire on the way out? And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm so like, obviously if it was just us, I would have grabbed you. And she was like, you didn't need to grab anything. I put the fire out. It wasn't, the whole house wasn't on fire. There was just a fire in the pan. It was as simple as taking the pan and putting it in the sink, and then there was no more fire. Also, why was the door closed? I know when he sprung up and ran out with the baby. And then she realized there was a fire. That had to have been a moment where she was like, oh. I imagine, honestly, even as a mother, you'd be glad that it was his instinct to grab the baby, take the baby to safety, but to not even warn you or not. And that's exactly how Trump looked when they grabbed JD. When they grabbed... I'm not gonna get over it. This is crazy. They grabbed the vice president before the president. That's wishful thinking on Secret Service part. I'm telling you that right now. That's crazy. That they were over here. I'm surprised they had just grabbed the president pro temp and just let everybody else stand there. You know what's even crazier too is that while this was happening, there was a mentalist performing for Trump and Melania. You're a mentalist. Dude, you're a mentalist. You're not a psychic. You don't know the future. You don't know what's going to happen next. But you apparently read minds. Maybe there's a distance issue. Maybe he needs to be within enough feet of the person to read their mind to guess why they're there. Oh. The whole time I was like, there's a mentalist. I'm just saying. Like, I know they're just tricks, but also, I don't know, wouldn't it be impressive if he wrote on a piece of paper? I'm getting something. Huh, it says, get out now. Now that would be impressive. That'd be a real show. You guessing my social security number is like, all right, it was gonna be numbers. I know he must have been mad, though. I know he must have been furious. You know, the mentalist is over here, probably been preparing for like 6 months. He knows he's gonna do the event. He needs a trick that's gonna dazzle everybody, really blow their minds. And no, he's been doing whatever he does, planting stuff in the newspaper, whatever the thing is, so that he can have like an amazing show, like an amazing trick. And in the middle of his trick, there's a shooting. And you know, at least a couple people are looking at him like, so? It's okay, it's okay. You're young, you'll get better at your craft as you go. Because I was asking myself, I'm like, all right, look, I'm just throwing it out there, just pondering. Is it bad as a man to get fully under the table? Is it bad to get fully under the table with the tablecloth and then use the tablecloth to be like, is it over? Yeah, like, is... Because some people were at different table heights. You know, there were some people that were like fully under the table. And they were like, y'all tell me when it's over. And then there were people that were just head above table. And which is a crazy thing to me, because it's like, just get fully under the table, because now you need the top of your head. You doing all this peeking is not keeping you safe. You over just. There's no real rule for this sort of thing, but I came up with one in my head. I think if you're over 6 foot, you can't get fully under the table without looking like a coward. Because you're just too big for that. Do you know what I mean? Now you're under a table that you kind of got to lift off the ground to get under. That's going to make you look bad. It's a horrible look if you get under the table. And then the table over here lopsided because you holding up the table with your big old back. It is wild to me as well that they had the White House Correspondents dinner and gathered all of these important people together during a war. That's brazen. To be like, we all here at one time. You know? Because they found what apparently, I don't know this for certain, I'm just reading a bunch of what is being sent out online, some of it from news sources, some of it from like independent journalists and stuff like that, but apparently they have the shooter's manifesto, right? And in the shooter's manifesto, he specifically says who he's targeting in order. And for some reason, he specifically made a point to leave out Kash Patel. No, we should sit with it for a second, because what? Literally the director of the FBI, this dude want to get everybody, and then you have to be doing such a bad job as FBI director for the shooter to be like, you know what, you good where you are, actually. I think honestly you doing more damage here than I ever could, so let's just leave you in. It's wild. specifically left off Cashtel. Cashtel's over there running with Secret Service like he was a target or something. Meanwhile, the shooter's like. And I don't know how much of this is rumor or actually reported because it's coming in from people who were there, but then it's murky. But there's a world where it looks like what happened is that Cashtel running with Secret Service did leave his girlfriend. Did leave his girl, which blows my mind. This is your girlfriend, Cash. Your girlfriend. It's more surprising that you have a girlfriend than it is that you are the FBI director in Trump's administration. You left your girlfriend. This is your shot, man, to have a girlfriend. You left your girlfriend. You weren't even a target, and you left your girlfriend. His girlfriend was in another room being consoled by another man that was brave enough to stay with her, I guess. Imagine that story. Imagine that story. Mom, Dad, how'd you meet? Well, son, your mother used to be dating a coward, and even in this manifesto, the shooter said, I don't know what Secret Service is doing. They are out of their minds. They are insane. There's no security here at all. They weren't secure at the hotel. I'm staying at the hotel. They weren't secure at the event. They weren't even secure in transportation. The shooter in this manifesto that's been passed around online, if this is real, the shooter pretty much said, they're lucky I'm not like an Iranian agent or something like this. Imagine being the shooter and being like, y'all lucky it's me, okay? Feels even crazier. You see how people are in those moments. Some people go for flight, some people fight, some people freeze. And apparently, according to the camera footage on people's phones, the clear stuff. Because remember, this is a White House Correspondents dinner. So most people there are journalists. Some people are politicians, some people, like everybody's got their phone. And so people start recording everything that is happening. And there's a couple people that are recording just the general area, just like panning their cameras around. And while they are, you see in this moment where there seems to be an attempt on the president and the vice president's life, where there's this active shooting going on, that a lot of people chose this moment to steal. There were a bunch of people over here just taking whole bottles, like, is that Prosecco? Bottles were going into purses. People were just over here. Imagine. We are not a real country. This is... If you steal while you think your life is in danger, you really a thief. This is the last thing you gotta do. But like, it's an expensive bottle. There was one dude just looked like he was taking the rolls. I was like, bruh, those are for you. Like, you can have the rolls. They're not gonna reuse them. What was wildest to me is that this thing happens and I'm seeing the notifications roll in. And then I heard that they were gonna go back and finish the dinner. You gonna finish the dinner in the shooting room is... You didn't relocate. If I ever went to a party or to a dinner that got shot up, I'm getting Uber Eats after that. Like, I'm not... There's no way the appetizer was that good. I'm like, I gotta sit back at the table. We gotta finish. And then they did the White House Correspondents dinner, and everybody I know at least was like, that was weird, right? That was super weird. And now today they're, going over details of the shooter and everything. And yeah. I don't know, y'all. Just feels weird. Where they're like, and the shooter was from California, school teacher. I was like, all right, school teacher from California. And you're surprised. You're surprised that he was armed. Y'all were the ones that were like, we should give teachers the guns and maybe that'll cut down on the school shootings. Maybe it's, here's the thing. I'm not actually a conspiracy theorist. I'm not sitting here telling you that I know something you don't know. And I'm not even one of those people who's like, I'm just asking questions, because then sometimes those people are annoying too, because it's like they know what they're doing when they're like just asking a question. I'm just telling you what I've thought throughout this process, right? What I've thought throughout this process of having the most Secret Service necessary president we've ever had, right? When the shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania happened, right? I was like, man, they need to get some new Secret Service, because Secret Service got to him, tackled him, but then let him pop his head up, pump his fist out, and then they were ducking under him. I was like, that seems backwards. But even after that, I was like, isn't it kind of weird that Trump doesn't want to talk about it that much? He still has smoke for Rosie O'Donnell. And we have not heard him talk about the young man who tried to take him out since. That's weird. That's very weird. If there was anybody you were gonna hate, if you think it'd be somebody that shot at you over Rosie O'Donnell continuing to mind her business. And even now, it's like, this is a weird thing, because the shots happened. How did this person get so close to? They weren't invited, unless they were. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of this is starting to feel like organized negligence. Because remember, even in Butler, there were people that were like, we told the police, hey, there's somebody on the roof. We were pointing at him. We were pointing at him. He was like, shh. We were pointing at him. And then the police were like, oh, yeah, I guess we'll tell somebody about that. The whole thing is so insane. I can't put myself in the mindset of somebody who gets the text message after running out of the White House correspondence. Like, so you gonna come back to your table? Or like, nah, give it to someone else. You can give my seat to somebody else. Because now, you know, usually the White House Correspondents' Dinner has addresses from people and has a comedian, so like that. I know Trump does things differently, but man, after something like that, how can you even go up there and roast Trump? You'll look like you were in on it. Can't just go up there and stand next to the president and be like, 0 for 2. You know, like... Why would you ever continue this dinner? This doesn't make any sense. I don't even know if the mentalist got to finish his set. Like, imagine you a mentalist and they booked you at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and now they're regrouping after, you know, the ceremonial shooting. What? It's America. And now they're like, okay, yeah, finish your act. Now you gotta go up there and be like, okay, you know, I clearly don't have any like powers to predict things or anything. But I can guess how much money's in your wallet. But then, also, there was someone that was, I can't remember her full name, but I think she might be a Fox News reporter, and she was sitting at that table, and Caroline Levitt's husband leaned over to her, and she's saying all this on air, saying, you need to be really safe, okay? You need to be really safe because there's gonna be shots, and then the audio cuts. And that's bad. That seems very weird, right? That, like, it's one thing if you think that Caroline Levitt is obviously alluding to the thing. Because it would seem weird if she even did that. But it is weirder to cut off a reporter in the middle of them reporting the news about the thing that's happening right now, about the thing that they witnessed. Because then when the audio cuts, he's like, hello? Well, we appear to have lost Aisha. I mean, that can happen when everyone's using the cell service like that. And I was like, no, dog, call her back. What? And then afterwards, Trump came out and gave a statement and was talking about how, like, you know, something like this never would have happened if I had the ballroom. And in my head, I was like, that's what this is about? The ballroom is what this is about. I don't know if we're a real country. This never would have happened if I had the ballroom. And then all these right-wing influencers, and some, I assume, have got to be bots because they all sent out an identical message all across Twitter saying, this would have never happened in the ballroom. I've heard of having a ghost account. I've never heard of having like 200. It was clearly Trump's words. This never would have happened if he had the ballroom. We should get a ballroom. Ballroom's the most important thing. And now you have people thinking that this is some sort of like false flag attempt. Because you have to remember, this is America. And we are very used to shootings. We've been so desensitized to shootings that someone literally tries to shoot up the White House Correspondents' Dinner and we're like, That one doesn't even look good. Like, that doesn't even... There's something fishy about this one. No. I know my shootings. I've been in several. This one doesn't, it's not hitting like that. No.
Mira.